to the dark. So Cook made a choice. Over the brink with his mouth, with 4 months' food and sailors wide with dreams of English beer, the smoking bars of home. So Cook made the choice. So Cook sailed west about. So he wrote poems in Australia. In 1770, Captain James Cook, Royal Navy, took formal possession of Eastern Australia for God, King, and England. In 1770, Captain Cook sailed northwards up the eastern coast of what was then New Holland, now Australia. The waters of the Queensland coast were charted by Cook in 1770 in His Majesty's bark Endeavour. Sailed northwards up the sheltered seaway between 15 and 70 miles wide, studded with islands and coral, and bounded at its eastern edge by 1,200 miles of coral banks. The Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef, from Gladstone on the Queensland mainland, almost to the coast of New Guinea. The Barrier Reef, 80,000 square miles of coral, as big as England, Ireland, and Wales together, living coral on limestone banks up to 40 miles wide, growing hundreds of feet from the bottom of the sea.
I'm Peter Woodhead. I'm the Scientific Director of the Heaven and Island Research Station. The station is operated by the Great Barrier Reef Committee and provides accommodation and scientific facilities at cost for scientists conducting research on the reef. Unlike most inhabited Barrier Reef islands, which are land islands, Heaven is composed purely of coral sands derived from the reef on which the island stands. The research station is therefore uniquely situated right on a fully developed coral reef in clear oceanic waters and with a specialized type of vegetation. For these reasons, it is ideal for the study of turtles, fishes, corals and other marine life, and the thousands of seabirds which nest here.
Demigrata sacra, the white reef heron, a nest of sticks on rocks or in a bush for gentle chicks. The white reef heron, Demigrata sacra, lays 2 or 3 white eggs. The white reef heron stalks among the low-tide coral searching for seafood. 2 or 3 white eggs are laid. The white-capped noddy, Anus minutus, lays 1 egg. It nests in trees up to 50 feet. It is flat, of leaves and seaweed glued with droppings. The white-capped noddy lays 1 egg which hatches in 5 weeks. It eats small fishes from the open seas beyond the reefs, lives in large colonies. The noddy shows so little fear of man that sailors called it noddy, simpleton or sleepyhead in olden English. The common noddy, Anus stolidus, nests on the ground or in a bush. The muttonbird or wedge-tailed shearwater, Puffinus pacificus, breeds in November on the Barrier Reef, lays 1 large egg and feeds on small fish. The muttonbird, Puffinus pacificus, nests in burrows. While breeding, one bird stays in the burrow all day while its mate ranges the sea for food. From March to April, the mutton bird leaves Heron Island, disperses eastwards over the ocean, leaving its young to follow later. The birds return in late October. The mutton bird, or wedge-tailed shearwater, nests in burrows. By day, the ripple is silent. The night air listens to thousands of birds. The scrub turkey builds a mound some 12 feet through and 4 feet high of soil and rotten vegetation, eats insects, seeds, and birds.
My name's Frank Talbot. I'm the director of the Australian Museum in Sydney. I'm interested in the biological problems of coral reefs, how they grew in the past, and how they developed such enormous numbers of plants and animals living so close together. In one rock pool, for example, only 50 yards across and 5 feet deep, we found 103 different species of fishes. The fish fauna of a single coral reef may be 2 or 3 times the size of the total fish fauna of New Zealand. Currently, I'm studying the food relationships of these plants and animals living underwater off Heron Island. We use squares to map the types of coral living in different areas of the sea bottom. Fish are closely related to types of seabed over and in which they live. Fish may feed on an organism living in a particular type of coral, or may require a certain sort of sea bottom for shelter or camouflage from predators. Coral reefs thrive in areas of strong waves, waves that can toss around the huge 6-foot square blocks of concrete weighing several tons, of which breakwaters are built. Yet the tiny living coral polyp is able to withstand this wave action and form around itself the hard skeleton which we call coral. By marking out big squares on the seabed with wires, we're able to estimate the populations of the various species of fish in one particular area. Several of us swim over the marked area, independently counting numbers of species. Dr. McMichael is studying the growth rate of the giant clam. Specimens are removed from the sea and taken to the base camp of the research team. The clam is then measured, numbered, and returned to the same spot on the seabed to be remeasured every few years. To investigate their eating habits, I identify fishes collected in reef waters and examine their stomach contents. This information is noted on punch cards for later analysis. Station number 6, Peter. Abediptepsaxatalus, 52 grams weight, female. The hugeness of the reef, the incredible variety of its life, and the complex patterns of interaction of the species have provided us with a program for years of continuing research.